We are now joined by New York Times best-selling author Dr. Jana Klauer, and our topic of the day is office energy versus office lethargy. Energy, lethargy, there we go. Thanks so much for joining us and returning. We welcome you to the show again. We want to first start off by talking about why better health can really help the workforce. I mean, we're in a recession and people really have to be on the top of their game right now.
Absolutely. With the economy struggling, and if you're fortunate enough to have a steady, full-time job, you want to do everything that you can to keep it and to be indispensable to that company. So you can only do that if you're energetic.
All right, let's talk about the top tips right now. Okay, now there's no doubt about it that you need a good night's sleep. I know if I don't get my Z's and I'm working with these guys, Matt and Brian, I'm going to be pretty cranky. But really, why is that essential?
Yes, sleep is very important for the mind because it's during sleep that memories are stabilized and strengthened so that information is retained. Also, it increases your attention so that you can focus and be more creative at work. A lot of people are sleep deprived. You can know that you're sleep deprived if you fall asleep in less than 5 minutes, if you spend more time sleeping on the weekend, and if you become drowsy when you're driving. Those are the signs of sleep deprivation.
I think I read somewhere where most Americans get an average of about 6 hours. You really need about 8 hours, is that correct?
Well, we all have individual sleep needs. The average is about 7 to 8.5 hours.
Okay. Now, I know that I sometimes, if I don't get enough sleep, I might become more forgetful, just like you said, so that's right to your point.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about another tip that you have at work, and something we can't do right here because we're on a TV set, but we want to be able to stand at work and not sit down. Why is that so good?
Sitting is really bad. Sitting can kill you. We know that sitting is associated with cardiovascular disease and the metabolic syndrome. And just this year, there was a study of over 200,000 people who were followed for 3 years, age 40 and over, and those who slept, those who sat more than 11 hours had 40% an increase in the risk of dying over those who sat less than 4 hours a day. Now, 11 hours of sitting might sound excessive, but think about it. If you sit at your office and then you sit in your car going home, if you're a commuter, and then you sit in front of the television set, I think there are a lot of people who do sit for 11 hours a day.
I was just going to ask you, so you have a job where you sit in a cubicle or you sit at a desk. What can people who do that for 8 hours do?
Well, no worker should ever sit longer than 30 minutes without getting up. Get up and move around. Even people who are watching TV right now should get up and move around a little bit. You know?
I'm not going to try it.
Yeah.
But
so that's really important because when you're sitting for long periods, your circulation is compromised and your metabolism slows.
Wow.
And it slows down the way the brain thinks.
Let's also talk about one of the tips I think my mom always said, have a good breakfast.
Breakfast is key. Your mother was right once again. So you want to have breakfast, and it should have some protein, complex carbohydrates. These are foods that are metabolized more slowly. A bagel or a muffin isn't good enough. And then have a good lunch. In the afternoon, don't head for the vending machine for your snack. Sugar will dumb you down and fatten you up. You want to have a piece of fruit or some, a protein, something that benefits your body. Maybe a container of yogurt would be good.
All right. Now, obviously, we're in these 90-plus degree days, so a lot of people are talking about hydration right now. But why is that a good idea to keep hydrated in an office setting as well?
Well, our bodies are composed of 60% water, so every system of our body is impacted by dehydration. We need to keep our hydration up. You can know if you're dehydrated by a test that we do in the emergency room, where you pinch the back of your hand. It's called skin tenting. And if it doesn't snap back, if it still makes that little tent, that's dehydration.
All right.
Yeah, so about 2 or 3 liters of water per day, spaced over the day, is what you want.
All right, Dr. Klauer, thank you so much. Again, we're just going to say sleep, don't sit, breakfast, and hydrate. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you coming by. So good to see you again.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.